What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, man. This cat is back. Well, anyways, people, today's gonna be something a little bit different, a little bit off my normal topic, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's what's going on in this day of age, man. A lot of people take life for granted, man, and you really shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people in this world, or I should say, a lot of people in this, not only in this world, in this country, that don't realize how good they have it until it's gone, man. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking from experience myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm guilty of taking things for granted in the past, and once it's gone, and it's irreplaceable, there's no fixing that void. You know what I mean? You neglected it while you had it in your hands, and then you let it go. So anyways, people, with that being said, man, I got to give a shout out to all my subscribers, my followers, especially my channel members and everybody that's been interacting right here on my channel, man. I appreciate you guys very much. Once again, this is a fitness channel. If you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Go check out my Instagram. I have over 2 years of material there. I have some meals that I've applied to my lifestyle as well. They'll get you some results. Guaranteed they will get you some results. Eventually you'll come to a plateau, and that's where you need to hire on a coach or reach out to me. You know what I mean? I'll get you going and put together that perfect nutritional plan for you that will get you results. I have this stuff on lock, people. You know what I mean? As far as when it comes to your overall fitness and conditioning and how to obtain that body recomp. I went from fat to fit to ripped. The proof is in the pudding. On my Instagram, man, high power fitness, high_power_fitness_. I have testimonials there from team members, testimonials from non-team members as well. I have transformations from a few of my team members. And I have some upcoming transformations that I will be putting on. These are going to be mind-blowing, man. Just to put you guys up on a little something here. One of my team members is legally blind, and he's getting amazing results. Why? Because he doesn't talk about it, he stays about it. And so, well, anyways, people, with that being said, remember to hit the like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and share this channel. Let's get it up to 10,000 subscribers, man. With 10,000 subscribers, I will start doing lives, and on my lives, I will interact with everybody, man. Like I said, man, today's gonna be a little bit different, okay? Because I'm actually, once I drop this video right here, I'm on my way out to go lay my comadre to rest, my wife's aunt. It's part of life that we're all gonna have to go through at one point in time or another. You know what I mean? It's a sad thing, but yet it's something that we have to learn to deal with. Well, anyways, people, I don't want to get you guys involved in what's going on other than that. You know what I mean? So today, like I said, will be a little bit different, and today I want to elaborate a little bit on the YouTube yarda. You know what I mean? And just a little bit of the current events that's going on around here. You know what I mean? And this is to bring you to where I'm saying, man, that you shouldn't be taking life for granted, man. You know what I mean? I see here on social media, day in, day out, people are constantly competing with one another. They're comparing recognition. They're comparing their channels, their podcasts, how they're so much better than others, and this one's doing better than this one. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, what does it really matter? If that person is out there grinding, doing his thing, and even if he's getting a few views, that just shows the type of character this person is. He's not a quitter, regardless of the views that he gets. I'm a perfect example. When I put out videos, I don't get a gang of views. Yeah, I could use certain people's names to get the views and the clicks, but how do I benefit by that? Just to say that I had a gang of views, or over 1,000 views or 2,000 views. You know what I mean? Hey, I was happy. You know, when I first started, when I got 50 views, man, I was excited. I was saying, damn, that's right. 50 people tuned in and they viewed my video. You know what I mean? And now, you know, I'm past that. And I'm not trying to look for that instant gratification. You know what I mean? I come daily, man, putting in the work day in, day out. I don't worry about the next channel. You know what I mean? If they ever wolf shit about me, I'll elaborate on it. You know what I mean? I'll give them a little bit of feedback. You know, I'm not going to come out of character and try to defecate on somebody's character or anything like that. You know, that's just not in my stilo. You know what I mean? That's not the way I get down. Now, if you want to talk foul about me, you know what I mean? Obviously, I may come to my defense, you know what I mean? Depending who it is, you know what I mean? Because if it's an individual that's constantly badgering people, then, you know, I have to, you know, put him in his place, you know what I mean? It's, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're on the other side of the screen and they're still going to keep on wolfing, selling wolf tickets, doing what they do. That's what they do best, you know what I mean? Because they're in it for the clicks and views, you know? Yeah, everybody would love to get them million subscribers, you know what I mean? Hey, I'll push it aside, man. There's an individual that I watch. This dude was a farm-raised individual, Whistling Diesel. This guy could put up a video, and within a half an hour, he gets over 1 million views, people. Now, if you want to talk stats, now that's a guy to, you know, be bragging and boasting right there. That guy, he is no joke. You know, he's doing his thing. So my thing is, I don't understand why these people are so concerned about the next man, how they're doing. You know what I mean? It's really just keep doing your thing, man. As long as you're pushing and, you know, grinding, that's what counts at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? Some people, like I say, we do this for therapy. It's therapeutic. You know, as far as me, it's entertainment. It's therapeutic. You know, it's just something I enjoy doing. You know, as far as like benefiting from it, as far as my getting me monetary purposes behind it, I'm getting monetized now, but I mean it's not nothing that I'm gonna survive off of, you know what I mean? It's nothing major, but yeah, anyways, man, I'm rambling on because, like I said, I have a lot on my mind and I have to be somewhere soon, and you know, so my mind is everywhere right now. Real quick, man, them big channels, the ones that I watch, man, they don't give a shit about the next channel. They're out there doing their thing, and that's why they're where they're at, man. They're applying all of their positive energy to their channel and pushing content and pleasing their audience. And even them cats, man, them big cats right there, they get a lot of trolls as well, you know what I mean? But do you think they acknowledge them? Probably not, you know what I'm saying? If they did, they don't now. You know what I mean? They got so many followers. It's a trip, man. And, you know, but anyways, people, with that being said, I'm going to move on to this current situation that's going on in California, man. You know, there's a lot of people that hate the United States. They hate our country. But you know what I don't understand? At the end of the day, you know, you're able to do and state your opinions and your beliefs right here in this country because it's a good country, man. You know, you have that freedom of speech over here. I could guarantee, you know, if you were in other countries and the behavior that goes on over here in the United States, especially over here in Los Angeles, the way it's been going, there would be zero tolerance for that, you know. People really gotta start pumping their brakes and realize how good they got it, you know, because when you take something for granted and then shit hits the fan, you're gonna sit back and wish that you would have never made the moves that you made to make that change. You know, we all bullshit aside, yeah, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on in our country. There's a lot of shit I don't agree with either. But I'm not gonna go destroy the country that I live in. You know what I mean? Because in all reality, man, we have it really good compared to most countries. I mean, I like to believe we have it the best. And this even goes as far as with our incarceration. You know, you get incarcerated. I mean, look, I'm gonna keep it real and 100% with you. If I were an individual and if I didn't want to go back to a country that I didn't want to be in, I'd catch me a cargo and catch all day right here. You could live pretty good behind them walls. You know what I'm saying? Guarantee you're going to get taken care of. You might not have that 3 hots in a cot anymore, but at least you have 2 hots in a cot and a sack lunch. You know what I'm saying? Guaranteed for life. You know, until as long as you last in there. But like I said, man, a lot of people don't realize how good they have it, man. It's this country has so much opportunity, Man, it's starting to sound like another individual on YouTube. He rolls a lot of his words. Well, anyways, people, you know, I'm rambling on today. You know, it is what it is. And like I said, you guys know why I'm rambling on, because like I said, I got to go lay my comadre to rest. She baptized 2 of my boys. And yeah, she's going to be missed, man. You know, today's a rough day. So just bear with me, people. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show up and put up, like I said. I will even pull up just to say Cuvo. You know what I mean? This video is not going to go on any much longer, people. But, you know, hey, don't stop taking shit for granted, people. You know what I mean? Because we really do have it good out here in the United States. Well, at least I'm going to speak for right here where I reside at in California. You know what I mean? We have it pretty good. Yeah, there's going to be, you know, there's pros and cons about everything in life. But in all reality, man, we have it better than most. And the proven fact is that we do have it better than most, because we have every nationality living here in the United States. Why? Because this is the best country in the world. I bet you go to other countries, they don't have every nationality like the way we do. Everybody wants to come out here to the United States. It's a land of opportunity, people. Keep it real, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know there's a lot of shit that's going on that's pretty fucked up, and I don't agree with it, you know what I mean? But like I said in my last video, there's a right way to go about things and there's a wrong way, you know, because a lot of these people that are out there doing what they're doing out there, they're not in it for the good cause, you know what I mean? They're just out here to fucking have a quick come up and be part of the chaos and create chaos. You know, they more than likely have a hidden agenda and they could care less about what the fuck our gente is trying to do, people, you know. Let's not make it harder for our people, you know what I mean? Right now they're in a bad position, and a lot of fucked up things are going on. Yes, families are being broken up, and that's fucked up, you know what I mean? But let's not make it worse for our gente, man, you know what I mean? By acting a fool. You know, eventually everything's gonna settle down and we'll figure it out, gente. You know what I mean? We just gotta pull together as one, and just stop trying to bash one another. You know what I mean? Support one another, righteously support one another. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, I gotta go, man, because like I said, I have a lot on my mind today, and I don't expect this video to, you know, catch too much attention. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? I just wanted to speak my mind and show up like I said I would. I show up day in, day out, man, you know what I mean? If you want to get started on your fitness journey, I always have to end it with that. Shoot me a DM, you know what I'm saying? I have results. I'm 54. I'm in the best shape of my life, you know what I mean? I could get you the same way. Shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever you choose to do. Just hit the subscribe button, man. It doesn't cost you anything. And share this channel. Let's get it up to 10,000 subscribers. And with the 10,000 subscribers, we'll start doing lives and touch on topics that I normally will not address to the screen. I would rather address a topic towards an audience, a live audience. You know what I mean? That way I can interact with them better and get my point across, the point of view. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, enjoy the rest of your day. Do not take life for granted, man, because it could just be yanked from you before your eyes. You know what I mean? Be grateful for what you have, man, because I guarantee there's always someone out there that's in a worse place than what we think we're in. Now get up and get yours. Do this.